So, this has been requested occasionally. I've mainly been putting it off because of how difficult this game is to speedrun, but I'm gonna see if I can finally get around to making it here. I want to do it in multiple parts because of how much longer this game is, but this first part I'm gonna cover the intro up to probably Forbidden Island, if not maybe the first boss after that. But anyway, I just want to make sure you're aware that, like I said, this game is a difficult speedrun, so I'm not saying to not speedrun it, but I'm just saying it's going to take a lot of practice to really get a run completed without dying and whatnot, so just making sure you're aware of what you're getting into here, because there's a reason why this game doesn't have very many speedrunners other than just how expensive the disc is. But it's on PSN these days, so it shouldn't be hard to get anymore. But anyway, I'm currently playing this on the emulator just so we can do some save states to make sure I don't mess up and to go over a few things more than once in case it's not quite clear. But yeah, I'm gonna go over the options first, then we'll get into the game and stuff. So for options, this can be whatever you want. I prefer normal. I don't like reverse. It's weird to me. Vibration, if you're playing on a PS2 or just any version of the original disc, I recommend having vibration off, because for some reason this game actually makes it so that certain explosions will vibrate the controller enough to trigger a button press, and I've had some bad things happen over an explosion happening, so I recommend turning that off. But anyway, oh yeah, I should also mention that the PSP version of this game is currently the most competitive, and from what I've tested on the PPSSPP emulator, I'd recommend running the PSP version because it's faster, the current competitive version, and shoot, there was one more reason but it slips in mind, but the only thing worse about the PSP version is that it's in Japanese only, and that the controls are slightly worse, but they're still very much bearable. The PlayStation version, I guess, it's just more commonly, owned by people, so if you happen to have the disc, go for it, but if you want to be competitive with it, I'd recommend the PSP version. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get into it here, so let's get moving. Skip this first scene here. So there's a trick I'm gonna go over here. On the emulator I can't do it because it loads too fast, but you can actually skip certain text boxes. They're text boxes that linger around. I'll make a save state. So watch this. This next text box is gonna linger around even though I'm holding triangle to skip it. Watch this. So you can actually skip those by pausing and then unpausing before the text box pops up. So let's take a look. Yes, and then pause, unpause. And if I was holding triangle the entire time, or X if you were playing on Japanese, then it would have went away immediately. One more time. Ah, missed it. And then right there, right after the text goes away, before mission start happens, do it again. Bam. Easy peasy. You're doing this several times over the course of the run saves a lot of time. And since we timed this game with IGT, you're only missing out on RTA, because when you pause like this, it actually stops the IGT. So, yeah. Text skip. Whoops. Text skip. And then the first thing you want to do is, we're not going to put out the fire, we're just going to suicide in it, because it's faster to do that instead of putting out all the flames. See how long this takes? I have to do it a million times throughout the flutter. So instead, oops, what you do is just run to it, and then if you want to suicide into it quicker, after the first hit you quick turn to the right, and you quick turn by doing a direction and circle at the same time. So quick turn to the right so you're at this at this angle, and then you want to just roll into it, and you roll by doing L1 or R1 and X. So roll into the fire and just keep rolling. The reason why this is faster is because whenever you roll, you're getting rid of your iframes so that you can just keep taking more hits. If you were to just sit there and stand in the fire over and over again, then you'd lose like, I think, 9 seconds-ish. So yeah, quick turn run into it first, quick turn, and keep rolling into it. That's skippable dialogue. That data coming up here is skippable, so you want to hold triangle, or X if you're on Japanese. But yeah. Skip.
Mission complete!
And then skip the scene as soon as possible. Skip the scene. I'm on ePSXe, by the way, but from what I've tested so far, I wouldn't quite recommend it because it seems to be a little bit faster with certain loads, so that's another reason why I recommend the PSP version. So right here at the start, instead of going to the town, we're going to go into the Flutter up there. So normally you start at like this camera angle or something. There's multiple ways you can go up the stairs, but the way I do it is I go back, tiny jump, some jumps and stuff. The reason why I'm jumping a lot is because in this game, jumping is your fastest movement method until you get the skates. So you just go up the stairs, you start from like right here, go upstairs, and go into the Flutter. Little jump. It's not really that necessary, but yeah, I think it like saves a few frames, maybe. But anyway, go into the barrels room, because we're gonna go in there and rob him of his money. We need that money. So over here, to this little Flutter statue. 1K, not bad. Bed, 5K. Turn around, let's leave. Another tiny jump. Not really necessary, but hey. So leave the Flutter, and then we're gonna go left. I'm going to the town. City, town, whatever it is. And we're gonna go into the junk shop. Jump. Skip the scene. Leave, because that's all you can do right now. Skip the scene. Now, most people normally go follow roll to wherever she went, but you want to just immediately go into the junk shop. But before I do that, I just want to make a quick note about something with quick turning. Is that there's two versions of the quick turn. Like this, where you press them at basically the same time. But if you like delay your circle input, there's some free movement there. See, watch this. See, Mega Man is kind of moving against the door and against the fence. But if you do it at the same time, he's not moving. So there's certain instances where you want to do like the delayed quick turn. So like for example, when you do it like right here, you won't be at the door. So you have to do the delayed one, and then you'll be at the door. So the reason we go back in is because we gotta spend that money that we took from Gramps. So talk to this guy. We're gonna buy the energy canteen right off the bat because a lot of stuff in this game is out to kill you, trust me. That's why this game is so hard to speedrun. And then the rollerboard. We use this to make the jet skates later. And by later, I mean very soon. So back out, go to parts, get Power Razor. Back out. Now, depending on which version you're gonna run, start or select will be your pause menu here. So, since I'm on PlayStation right now, it's select, but if you're on PSP, it's start, because they got rid of this pause function. So, all that stuff I told you about earlier with the pause function is not on the PSP version. But yeah, so while you're quick turning towards this exit here, just go to your pause menu, down twice to equipment, down twice again to your buster parts, then just press X 4 times. Equip, nothing, Power Razor. Is it 4 times? Oh, it's 4 times if you include buster parts, so if you want to do it fast, just select, down, X, down, X, 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 and then you can exit your menu really fast without doing this. That's the slow way, but if you want to do it fast, you just press the same button to get into it to begin with. Bam. So if you're on PSP, you pause to get in there, and then you're doing your menuing for your parts and stuff, then you press start to get right back out. But on PlayStation, it's select, so whatever it is you're on, select. Anyway, put on the buster part, leave, then we're going to exit to the right. And then we're going to go into this little shed over here to the left. Before I do that, I just want to mention one more thing about like jumping and aerial movement. When you're in the air, notice, like, look at the minimap, Mega Man's position. He's not going up or down, he's just going straight. since I'm like jumping horizontally, you can drift towards a direction while you're in the air. So like watch this. I want to jump to the left, I want to hold up like after I've started the jump, and he should start drifting in that direction. So like watch the minimap. You kind of want to do that when you're doing like straight horizontal jumps. So like from there, drift upwards, get up here and talk to roll. First option, skip the scene, delayed quick turn. And then we're going to jump straight to the right a couple times while drifting the jump downward. And just quick turn right and go in the door. So we're going to be getting the jet skates soon, but until then we have to do a lot of jumping. So we're going to go left. Left for quite a while. Enemies will come out of the snow here, but don't worry about them. Unless they spawn right in front of you when you land from a jump, that'll suck, but it's pretty rare. So we're gonna go in here. And we're just gonna beat roll to where she wants to go. Through this entrance, to the left here. Then we're gonna make a right turn. This is like the optimal way to go through it, where you just keep going diagonally. But either way, just go right, skip the scene. Now we're in this somewhat little square maze area, but it's not complicated. We're just gonna go to the right first. You can dodge this guy's attack by just running to the corner. Keep jumping. Go around the corner again. We're gonna go into this first door right behind him. Because in here is the other item for the jet skates. Jump. Where they bounce is RNG. A lot of the time you can just jump right on through and they'll bounce away from it, but you can get unlucky and they'll just bounce right in front of you multiple times. But anyway, go to the right, go to the right again. And go down this elevator. Blue. Skip the scene. Now right when you gain control right here, we're just going to do like a big diagonal down right jump. But while you're in the air, just tap L1 just a little bit. And then like right when you quick turn while still holding diagonal down right, you'll be at a perfect angle for the door. So like while you're skipping the scene, hold down right, press jump, and then just tap L1. Then quick turn, and then you should have like the perfect angle every time. So this boss right here, just hold R2 for lock on, hold square, and mash up to shoot fast. Then get behind him and just keep shooting. This is called Stutter Shooting. We just mash up. 2 double hits? Dang, I wish I would get those in runs. So that boss is really strange where, by the way, you want to collect all of his money. We don't have to worry about drops in this run that often, but that's one of them you do want to get. But yeah, that boss is really weird in the sense that like you can get double hits on him where you just keep stutter shooting at him, and if you hit him on like the perfect frame, then he can take another hit even though he's supposed to take only one. So just keep stutter shooting his butt and then you might get a double hit. Right there I got 2, I'm surprised. But yeah, in this game you can shoot really fast by holding square. Instead of shooting like this, you can shoot like this. There's a set rhythm to it, because if you mash up, it's not going to help. Watch this, I want to mash up really fast. See, it doesn't make a difference. Just use the rhythm. There's one more stutter shooting method that's not useful right now, and it's only useful a couple times if you're like high level. It's not really useful right now if you're just learning, but I might as well explain anyway. Instead of doing this, you want to like alternate a camera button in between up presses, like this. Well, not like that, but you want to do it fast. So watch this. But the reason why that's not useful is because you can't do it while locked on, because it's changing your camera. So like if there's an enemy in here, I'd be locked onto it with R2. The camera buttons would not be influencing it at all, so you can't really do it. It's only useful against stationary enemies. But you can see how much faster it shoots. So yeah, there's a couple times where it's useful, but it's not that useful. I wouldn't worry about it right now, but I figured it'd be interesting to bring up anyway. So anyway, back through the door, skip the scene, hold down for 3 steps. 1, 2, 3, quick turn. Skip the text. Skip the scene. Camera turn right while holding right. Quick turn. Diagonal upright, camera turn. Alright, so now we're going to grab the missiles, which is in a trash can. So from here you want to hold right while drifting upward. When you're doing 3 jumps, and you're going to drift upward for 2 of them. So big jump, up, big jump, up. Then you'll be at the good horizontal, no, the good vertical, whatever the word is. You don't want to do any more jump drifting, so like when you land roughly right here, you just want to do 1 more jump, and then you'll be like right in front of the trash can. So let's see, where's the hospital again? Right here. So you'll come out of the hospital and you just want to do like 3 jumps. 1, drift, 2, drift, 3, and then in the trash can you get mechanic notes 1, that's for the missiles. And then we're just going to leave, go right back to the flutter. Up these steps, go in the flutter. We're going to go left. Talk to roll, skip all the text. Alright, don't say yes. Hit wait or just press triangle or X depending on your game version. So English, press triangle because we're going to cancel. The reason for that is because we're going to make the jet skates first. So talk to her, development room, develop, make the jet skates with these 2 items right here. And then while you're here, you might as well hit X on this or confirm. Because first it's a useless item, but then you have to turn it into something by having her look at it, and then it turns into radar notes. So you might as well do it while you're here. Anyway, leave, talk to roll, and let's get moving. So on this flutter map thing, you move a lot faster if you hold square. Watch this. Zoom, 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 zoom. So we're gonna go left over here to Forbidden Island. Skip some scenes. And now we have more pause skipping right here.
Mega Man.
Ah, wasn't early enough for that one. Or did I get it? Let me see. Because there's like 3 of them here. So let's see. See if I get the first one. Yep. Another one right here. One more. Bam. All 3 of them. So like if you really want to, you can mash start. Let's see. Yeah, you can mash start and still get them. So it only wastes RTA, but you know, if you want to be good, you gotta time that stuff. Anyway, so right when you get here, right when you get control back, go to your menu, equipment, body parts, left once to get to shoes, instead of twice. So left for shoes, put on the jet skates, back out with select, and then if you played Legends 1, you know how these work, but if not, then here you go. Hold select, select, I'm retarded. Hold circle, and then you get to move around, down to slow down, up to speed up. In this game, they've introduced skate jumping, where you go off a ledge like that. So there's 3 different things you can do off of a ledge when you're skating. Is the neutral one, then there's a big jump when you hold forward, and then there's one where you just hold down and you just drop. Let's see, let's get back to that same ledge. Okay, well that's kind of sloped, but if I had a ledge as an example, then I don't see one around here, but he would just drop straight down if you're holding down. But most of the time you'll want to do neutral or big jumps, but there's situations where you want to use all 3. So anyway, hold circle, let's get skating, hold forward to accelerate faster, big jump, get around these guys, go around the corner. Jet skate movement takes practice, but you'll get it down the more you play. Turn the corner.
It looks like there's a person.
Just keep going, don't worry about all the other guys.
How could that be?
Go around this dude's side. And right here we got a mini boss. Save state. So we're gonna skip the scene. Lock on, go up left.
Closing in on you fast.
You want to get near this metal thing. It's like right at the start while you're locking onto him. Well, you don't really have to lock on, it's just what I do, but you'll want to like go over here near this metal thing on the ground first. And then, like when you get there, you want to shoot a couple shots.
Reaper bot, closing in on you fast.
Over here to the metal thing. A few shots, move, he'll be in this corner, and then stutter something. Easy peasy. It's like right here, when you get to this metal object on the ground, while you're locked onto him, try to shoot him maybe like at least 1 to 3 times. If he's diving at you and he still didn't land any hits, well, don't worry about it. Just move left out of his way while still locked on. He'll be stuck in this corner, then you just stutter shoot him. It's pretty easy. So lock on, up left.
Closing in on you fast.
And then don't worry about the money he drops, we don't need it. So go over here to the right, keep going forward. Then we're gonna go over here up left. Bots come out of the ground. Easy to avoid.
There's a Reaper bot close by.
Now there's 3 snow mounds in here. Each one has a Mammoth Reaper bot underneath. And you have to kill all 3 of them because the next area is blocked, so get near them. And then this is where the super shooting I was telling you about, the super stutter, this is where it's useful because these guys are stationary. So, but if you're not comfortable doing that yet, you can just do it the normal way. It's not that much slower, like at all. It's like a frames difference, but I love doing it. So once you get rid of all 3, quick turn to the right, go towards this pole here, go left. Can I get the good dodge? Oh, I got it, nice. So that's actually really hard. I do not recommend trying to do it. But if you're at a high enough level, go for it, I guess. But I really do not recommend going for it, because you need to be at like full speed, and then when you're turning that corner, you need to drop very little amount of speed, and just, it's hard. It takes practice, but anyway. If you're a normal person, keep skating. Before they get towards you, go to the left side, and jump over their side. That's the easy way of doing it. Anyway, now we got the Mammoth Boss.
Can you see Grant's ship yet?
Big old skate jump, go towards this little refractor here. And you press circle to start the fight. And there's 2 ways to do this fight, really. There's the really good way that's a little complicated. It's not that complicated, actually. It just takes a bit of practice. And the other way, which is much more simple. So I'm going to show you the simple way, then I'll show you the good way. So skip the scene. You want to hold R2 and square. Move towards him. Stutter shoot him a few times. Wait until that stun happens. Jump over the quake. Keep shooting him. He's going to be stunned for a bit. Jump over it again. Then you want to roll. Make sure to shoot at his nose. Ah. Right, now that I've blown up twice, you don't have to concentrate on his nose anymore. Just keep stutter shooting him. Alright, whenever he flashes white, he's invincible, so you shouldn't really bother. Yeah, so towards the end there, he shoots 3 lasers. Just dodge left, right, left, or any direction really. Just 3 rolls. Just 1, 2, 3. Well, it doesn't matter. You're pretty much invincible during rolls. But I'm going to show the good way to do it. What I do is basically, instead of jumping over the quakes, I instead use the snow mounds like around his spawn point to like stay above the quakes so I don't have to jump. So check this out. Go up to him, stutter shoot. Now he's being mean. Get on this mountain right here. Go back over here towards this mound. Go left a little bit, roll, and you'll be right in front of his nose. Super stutter. Oh man. And see right there, I didn't get the triple laser. The reason for that is because like I did enough damage to him that he kind of ignored like the threshold for needing to do it. So like I'll show it the regular way again. Like if you're not focusing on his nose, it's gonna be hard to get to that damage threshold. Jump over the quake. Okay, that's 2 stuns. That's normal. Am I hurting his nose? I am. But he's really close, holy crap. So I wasted a lot of time not getting the good damage, so he's probably gonna do it. Or not. You can kinda get lucky and he'll jump before you do enough damage to trigger the triple laser. And then he wanted to do another attack right before he could have done it again. So like if you're unlucky, and if your damage isn't good, he could do the triple laser twice. So let's see. Huh. That's interesting. So, either I got lucky or my damage was just good. Either way, that's why you should practice this boss, because, like, you're going to do a lot of stutter shooting, and you want to make sure your rhythm is good. But the other reason is because you want to try to focus on his nose as much as possible. So, like, after his nose blows up once, and he shoots the laser at me, I move to the left first before rolling towards the middle. Like, watch this. Ah, he's being mean. Just watch for his nose to explode first. Move left before the laser, roll right, and you'll be in front of his nose for the most part. Right there, I wasn't quite in front of it because he gave me some bad luck and I had to move around. But it's easy to set up. No ice block, stop it. Okay, it's 2 stuns, jump again. Move left, roll right. Still hitting his nose. See it's flashing red. Okay. There's the triple laser. I might get it again. Okay, I did. It's possible for him to do it again when he's really low on health. But there's one more thing I forgot to mention here is that if you're not doing the really fast damage, like the good strat that I showed before, and you're just jumping over the quakes like usual, like most players do, then you're at risk for some RNG where he'll interrupt an attack to do the triple laser. Like for example, the jump and what was the other one? A regular laser, like a single laser. Those attacks cannot be interrupted with invincibility due to the triple laser, but if he's ramming at you or shooting ice blocks, then he can interrupt those to do his triple laser, where he's invincible and, you know, shooting 3, where you have no opportunities to shoot. So, when he's low on health after his nose blows up twice and you're shooting the hell out of him, then you have to be careful of what he's doing. If he jumps or does a single laser, then you have an opening to do enough damage to possibly skip him doing the triple laser. But if he shoots ice blocks or rams at you, then he certainly can do it. Now, I showed the good strat once, but I'm going to do it one more time. Oops, I didn't have to reload that. So, usual, shoot him at the start. Ah, what a meanie. Dang. Go to the right, stand on the snow mound. Oh, stop it, please. This snow mound. Exploding nose, move left, roll right. Shoot his nose some more, super stutter. Move right or left if he gets too close. Ah. I still got it even though I got hit. So yeah, this fight, it takes quite a bit of practice, but the simple way is to just jump over his quakes, and the more complicated way is to stand on the snow mounds. And doing so is a little bit iffy because there's different elevations and some of them can still get hit by the quakes, so you want to stand on the specific spots that I pointed out. So let's see. The main tips for this fight is always aim at the nose, and then like once it blows up the first time, move left or right, it doesn't matter, just move towards the side, and then when you roll from the laser, you'll end up back in the middle so that you're aiming straight at his nose again. So stutter shoot him until he stuns twice, then you keep shooting him and his nose will blow up, and you want to move to one of the sides before he shoots the laser, roll back towards the middle so you're facing his nose, shoot him some more until his nose blows up one more time, and then at that point it doesn't matter if you keep shooting his nose or not, because that's no longer weak, you can just shoot his body. So at that point just keep stutter shooting him or super stutter and just dodge whatever attack he throws at you and hope you don't get the triple laser. Alright, the good strat. Let's try it again. Snow mound right here. Shoot his nose. Snow mound right here. Am I gonna get it? Ah, nope, not quite. That sucks. My super stuttering wasn't very good. But let me see if I can do that with just regular stutter, because doing this, it's not that easy and it's kind of uncomfortable, so I want to try just the regular stutter. Let's see if I can do it. Move towards the right, snow mound, lock on, stutter shoot. Ooh, he almost shot me again. We might get it. Nope, not quite. If he gave me a single laser or a jump, I probably got it. Oh, rolled too early. So yeah, this boss takes a lot of practice, but the practice will pay off because you'll get better at stutter shooting and your times on that fight will improve, but he can still give you bad luck and screw you over. Anyway, how long has this video been recording for? I might continue on until the next boss. Let's see. 32 minutes. Okay. I'll go until the next mini-boss, and then we'll continue the next part where it's the next main dungeon, and then whatever comes after that, so... Okay. Quick turn south, and then you want to go to the door to the left. Let's get the scene. Now what you want to do is go down right, then there's 2000 Zenny in this vase. This plant. Anyway, then we leave over here to the right. Skip this. Little jump. Little jump. Go down this elevator. Now first, we're gonna be getting a bunch of money in this room, and we're gonna go to the shop that's over there. Way over there. See that little door? So anyway, once you come out of here, go left. Well, up a little bit first. We go left, turn around, and get what's in this box. Heavy duty gear. This is a drill item because we're going to be making the drill pretty soon, so get this first crate near the door and then go over here to this little stack of crates. Not this bigger stack, but this smaller stack right here. There was some money in there, and then from there you just do a jump because that's faster into the shop. Up left, talk to him, items, and then we're going to get the bottle rocket down here. But if you want to get down there quick, just press R1. L1 and R1. So yeah, R1, buy it, and then we're out. Leave. Then we're going to jet skate all the way around the other side. Over here to this small stack of crates in the very corner. And then if your health is really low or something, go ahead and talk to Data, but if you do that boss fight well enough, you shouldn't need to. But anyway, go into the floater. Turn left. Talk to Roll. By the way, look how much range you have to talk to Roll with. So like whenever you come in, you can just like walk one step or something and then talk to her. It's pretty cool. So we're going to the development room before we go anywhere first. So develop. This heavy duty gear, we can't do anything with it yet. So right when you get in here, press down first and then confirm, because we're going to combine the bottle rocket with the radar nodes to make the missiles. So change weapon, put on the homing missile. Freaking emulator, you can't even see the weapon. So put on the missiles and leave. I'm gonna move. The next island we go to is directly south, so since we're up here above the sulfur bottom, we're just gonna go down right, down left. Easy peasy. Let's get the scene. We're gonna do our jet skates, go left a little bit. Big jump off here. Alright. Save state. Oh, wait. There was one more thing I forgot to point out a long time ago. Hang on. Do I have a save state at Mammoth, or did I save over it? Ah, shoot. Oh, wait, I do have it. Okay, so one thing I forgot to point out that I should have a long time ago. At the very start of Forbidden Island, while you were in this pause menu to put on the jet skates, you want to switch your weapon here from Lifter to Aqua Blaster. I know it seems weird because the Aqua Blaster is useless, but the reason I should have mentioned that is because for that next boss right there against Tron, you will want to have your special weapon out immediately. Because if you didn't do this, you would start that fight without the weapon equipped. Like, you would have to go into the pause menu right as the fight starts, switch, and then exit. So, God, that was stupid of me. So, right when you get here, you put on jet skates. But right when you get to this menu, press circle or triangle if you're on Japanese. Switch to the Aqua Blaster, equipment, body parts, jet skates, exit, and then you do this area. Whatever. I guess it'll be a quick recap. Shoot his nose. Stand on the snow. Shoot his nose. Stand on the snow over here. Shoot his nose. It blows up. Move left, roll right, shoot his nose. Started the hell out of him. Cool, I got it. No triple laser. Man, it's almost like I have to restart the tutorial or something. Nah, it's not that important, but it does help to have the Aqua Blaster equipped immediately. Money in the base. Leave. Skip. Mini jump, mini jump. Because jumping is faster than running. Okay, this crate. These crates. Let's go shopping. R1, bottle rocket. Skate all the way around. Crates for more money. Go to the flutter. Talk to Roll. Developments. Put on the missiles. Move. Down right, down left. And now that I have the Aqua Blaster equipped by default, whenever there's hostility anyway. There, now I should start this fight with the missiles equipped. Let's see. Yeah. Huh, that was funny. This pause screen, dude. Anyway, so this is what I was talking about. If you didn't have the Aqua Blaster equipped, then you would start out the fight like this, and we want to shoot missiles at her immediately, because so you would have had to go in here, switch, and then go back out. So, having the Aqua Blaster equipped before you get here starts you out with the missiles immediately. But anyway, this fight is a pain. Like, this fight also takes a lot of practice. So, right at the start, you want to be locking on and holding triangle to use your weapon. You want to shoot 3 missiles. Then after the 3rd one, you want to move left while still holding triangle, and you will shoot a 4th one automatically. So we want to start... She's going to start spinning, like, most of the time. But the reason why we move left is because she can start out shooting machine guns at you instead. And if you're not ready for that, that can really, you know, bop you big time. So hold R2 and triangle, stutter shoot 3 missiles, and then move left, or you can move right. I just prefer left. So move left, and you'll shoot a 4th one. And then, yeah, you just have to react to it from there. So let's see. Shoot 4 missiles. 3 at the start. 1, 2, 3, 4. See? Right there, that's exactly why. She shot machine guns at me. So next, since I'm this close to her, she's likely going to spin around and shoot guns. So what you want to do is stutter shoot. Oh, she did. But yeah, you want to keep strafing around her in case she does use the guns, because then you'll be avoiding them. But usually, if you're close to her, she'll do this spinning move. This thing right here. That's usually when you're like directly in front of her or like very close. But if you're far away, she will most likely do her rapid guns, let's see. Or jump. One of the two. Yeah, she'll keep doing this if you're far away. This is what you want to avoid. Now watch when I get close. You'll get that or this most of the time. So you'll want to stay somewhat close to her as often as possible. Not super close, but you just want to be close. So anyway, let's... 3 missiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If she gives you the slamming at the start, you want to shoot a 5th. Because like her invincibility frames kind of canceled out a lot of the damage from the 4th missile. So if she gives you the crab slam, crab hammer, whatever you want to call it, shoot a 5th. But if not, then just stutter shoot. Now if you want to dodge these machine guns, you'll want to like go left or right. You want to keep doing mid jumps where you hold X for like a short amount of time. Not a tiny jump, but like a mid. Here, watch this. This might take a lot of practice, but you want to keep doing mid jumps. So let's see. Oh geez, what is that weird pattern? Let's try one more time. Just keep doing mid jumps. Mega Man. So let's recap. Stay close. 4. She went for the hammer, so 5. I fired 6 because she did another attack. But ideally, you would normally do 4. Wow, that looks silly. But so, she keeps giving me a bad pattern. It's kind of hard to explain how to handle this fight because this fight it's very, what's the word? Dynamic. It's rather intricate. 1, 2, 3, 4. So normally she would spin around doing the machine guns, but with this save state I seem to have RNG where she keeps wanting to do the slam or the rapid guns at the start. So 3 missiles, go left, shoot the 4th one, or right. Shoot the 4th one, and then you want to react to whatever she's doing. And if she keeps not spinning, you'll want to shoot 1 extra missile. But if she does start spinning, then stutter shoot for a little bit, then start moving and do your mid jumps. About 3. Alright, now look at her health. You don't have to shoot 3 there specifically, but you want to get her health down to roughly this much, if not a tiny bit more. But she has like a health threshold of roughly around 25 to 30%. And if you get her down to that much and you don't kill her in the middle of an attack or something, then she'll do this invincible spinning for like 20-30 seconds, destroying everything in the entire area. So you want to wait for her health to get to roughly this much, and you want her to start spinning again. And then just spam missiles at her. Keep dodging though. Be very careful. There. So that fight is really hard to explain, but basically you just want to keep locked on, do mid jumps when she's doing the spinning shooting, but you do not want to damage her at that threshold that I mentioned if she's not in the middle of spinning. If she's doing other attacks but she's at that low amount of health and you happen to take her further, then she'll do the invincible attack. Let me see if I can demonstrate it, because I want to show you what you should avoid. Stutter shoots. Start mid jumping while shooting her, by the way.
Mega Man, keep calling your name.
Alright, now watch. She should do the attack soon. Ow. So look how low her health is. She will very likely do the invincible spinning. Yeah, this. She's invincible during this. Her movement is random. Ah. See how long this goes on for? This is nuts. So yeah, you really want to avoid that as well as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because she did a non-spinning attack. Stutter shoot, jump over the shots, a few missiles, stutter shoot some more. If she spins again, then unload your missiles. You may have to like shoot missiles while you're. Oh jeez, no. Ah. See, now that was my fault because I got hit. See, this fight does take a lot of practice, just like the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, she didn't stun? That's weird. I've never seen that before. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, because it wasn't a spin. Jump over these shots. A few missiles. Spinning again. Alright, so the reason why I did like 2 shots and then waited and then shot a few more is because while she's spinning around, her claws, they have separate health from her main health bar, and you want to avoid like having missiles tanking on her claws, and you want to hit her main body. So like a couple shots, wait for the claws to move around, then shoot a few more, then you'll want to start dodging the shots, and while you're dodging the shots, add some buster or missiles if there's any ammo left. And you just really want to try your hardest to kill her before that spinning attack is over. But if her health is low, like roughly close to that threshold, and she's not giving you the spin, then you just have to keep waiting it out, unfortunately. Because if you try to kill her during anything else, she'll do the invincible spin. So wait for the spinning shooting before you can really kill her. Unfortunate, but that's how this boss works. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 because it wasn't a spin. Stutter shoot, jump over the shots. Missiles. Ooh, that's low. Alright, I'm gonna have to wait here. That was pretty good considering that RNG. So like, even though I shot a missile right when she was done with that claw slamming attack, it's because I was assuming she was gonna spin again. For all I know, she could have not done a spin and I would have been screwed. So I was just being ballsy right there, but ideally you would want to wait and see if she does spin or not. But anyway, I'm making this video a lot longer than I should be over that one freaking boss. But anyway, I'm gonna get to the next dungeon, then we'll end it there. So after you beat the boss, go straight. Then we're gonna jump over this fence here, wall, whatever, and look at this second vase here. Get the broken drill, because we're going to make the drill very shortly. So you want to quick turn diagonal left. Like, if you're going at the vase from an angle, you want to do quick turns somewhere around there. Because you want to stay in this little garden here. But if you're doing it like at a straight angle, like this, then you just quick turn to the left. And the reason why you want to stay on this is because you can do a skate jump off of this teeny little ledge here. Go right towards the exit. So right when you interact with that second vase, turn around, skate, jump, and you'll be in there. So yeah, we're gonna head all the way back to the flutter. Quick turn left, get around this wall, get the jump, get another jump. We would go into the next dungeon immediately, but we really need that drill, trust me. Talk to roll, develop, make the drill, change, and we're going to improve the attack as much as possible. And with the money route we've been working with so far, we'll have exactly enough to max it out. All 3 attack upgrades, 0 zenny, we in there. One of my favorite phrases, shut up, don't judge me. So, equip the drill, max it out, leave the flutter, and then we're going to go all the way back. Go straight. Then we're going to enter the dungeon. Go to the right. Enter the door. And you go right in here. But, like I say, I'm going to end the video right here. The next part will cover this dungeon. And maybe the next 1 or 2 chapters after that before the dungeon after. So, yeah. I could save a data, but I'd rather just save state. Anyway, thank you for watching, and if you're still interested in the speedrun so far, then I hope you'll watch part 2 and the future parts hopefully to the end. Thanks for watching.